Nobody loves hearing that the price just went up. Not the buyer, oftentimes not the salesperson, not anybody.
Sorry we had to go up on the price.
And yet, in a changing market, this conversation becomes unavoidable. So the question isn't whether you'll have the conversation. The question is, how well will you handle it? Because here's where salespeople get into trouble. The moment the buyer challenges a price increase, they start defending and apologizing or blaming corporate. All of those are a mistake. Today on the 5-Minute Sales Training, we're going to talk about how to navigate the price increase conversation with calm, with confidence, and with credibility. Welcome back, everyone, to the 5-Minute Sales Training. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button real quick. Give it a like if you don't mind. Today, we're going to talk about one of the sometimes emotionally charged conversations that we'll have in new home sales. It's all about how we navigate price increases. And yes, there are markets all over the place where we are seeing rising prices, even to the surprise of buyers.
What? When did the price go up?
And if we're not careful, these price increases are met with less than thrilling responses. See, when buyers hear that the price has gone up, they often feel frustrated, surprised, maybe even a little betrayed. And honestly, that emotional reaction makes perfect sense. So the first thing we have to learn is how we acknowledge the concern and not fight the concern. So something as simple as completely understand why that feels frustrating. Nobody likes seeing the price move up. Those words keep you human and relational. They prevent you from sounding cold or corporate. Now, after acknowledging the emotion, you need to make an important shift. Please don't say things like, well, corporate raised the prices, or they told us we had to increase the price. Because when you do this, you create an us versus them dynamic where you and the buyer are frustrated together at some mysterious villain in the main office. You might think those words increase trust, but they actually weaken trust. Now, anchor the conversation in market reality. Try this instead. The important thing to understand is that homes are priced to the market. If prices get too high, the market tells us quickly. And if pricing is too low, the market tells us that as well. You see the difference here? You're explaining market forces instead of defending a corporate decision. So just simplify the market conversation. Now, there are really three forces that drive price increases. Low supply, there just simply aren't enough homes available right now. Strong demand, people still want homes, renters still want ownership, families still want more space and better skills. And rising costs, labor, materials, development costs, all continue to increase, not to mention land, the most expensive of the endeavors. So you want to give buyers a clean framework. And you could say to them, right now, there are really three things putting pressure on pricing. Supply is tight, demand is strong, and the cost to build continues to increase. So that message is simple, calm, and credible. And it's easily understood by your buyer.
Oh, now I get it.
Now, here's the critical distinction. Your goal is to help the buyer understand the increase. There's a huge difference between agreement and understanding. That's why one of the best questions to ask at this point is, does that make sense? It's not, do you agree, or are you okay with that? It's just, does that make sense? That question lowers defensiveness because you're asking for comprehension and not for approval. All right, so we can put it all together and say to our customer, I completely understand why the increase feels frustrating. The best way to look at it is that homes are priced to the market. And right now, three things are putting pressure on pricing: low supply, strong demand, rising costs. I'm not asking you to like that. I just want to help explain what's driving it. Does that make sense? That is calm confidence. That's leadership. That's professionalism. Notice what we didn't do. We didn't push urgency or say, you better hurry before it gets worse. Today's conversation is about helping the buyer understand the why. Because before buyers are willing to act, they need something very important. They need clarity from you. Sales professionals who can calmly explain the market without becoming defensive immediately elevate trust. That's emotional maturity in sales, and emotional maturity creates credibility. So here's your challenge this week. The next time a buyer pushes back on the price, resist the temptation to defend or debate or apologize. Just acknowledge the emotion, explain the market, and ask for understanding. Because great salespeople don't panic when prices rise. They lead the conversation with clarity and with confidence. Thanks for watching this week's 5-Minute Sales Training. And remember, well, you know what to do. Learn more to earn more.